Agent 42 just responded to a accident just outside their quarters, which is right to my right here. I'm not too sure of the injuries, but Boston EMS is on scene. It is raining out, so you gotta be careful with the, what's going on. Other cars like to speed in the rain, but you're supposed to slow down, actually. It looked like the accident might have took place over here. You can see all the debris in the middle of the roadway right there. So it might be where it initiated from, then it could have migrated over there. This is, I'm not too sure if that bus is involved, because there's a bus that's stopped like right there. So I don't know if that bus is part of that or what's going on. You can see what I see. Like I said, it could be that the bus is involved. It might not be, but definitely something collided with something. This car's backing up. Not too sure why they're backing up, but they're reversing. T-bus drivers right there, so maybe that is part of it. Who knows? You gotta be careful. Watch your speeds. It is raining outside. Maybe he collided with a car at that corner right there. Like I said, we don't know everything. Allegedly, something came in contact with another vehicle, and maybe that bus. As soon as we get a chance, we might walk on the other side and take a look at that bus and see if there's any damage. Usually the bus don't usually have too much damage, but we can always take a look and see what we see, Boston Fire Department's gonna walk back over.
Yeah, everybody got it. She come here. I don't know why.
You gotta remember, the roads are, wet. And you see all that debris right there? You guys probably can make it out. Police probably are, if that bus is involved, M.B.T.A. probably sent out one of their representatives to take care of the paperwork. 42 is going back to their quarters. Wait for the next. This could be transit here. We're not sure yet. We'll see when they get up here. If it is, the rain is coming down pretty good too. I think this is transit. Transit, you can tell transit by their lights in the front. They got that little red and white in the front. So nobody can tell by the headlights in the front how they set up. Transit has arrived. I assume the bus was in the bus lane, and the car might have been in the process of turning into the bus lane, maybe. Like I said, as soon as we get a chance, we'll cross over and see if we get a look at the other vehicle and see what's going on there. Everybody's so those cars are trying to turn and they can't turn because They got one person in the ambulance. I'm too sure if they're okay or not, but see all the traffic that this bus lane does congest it. Makes it a lot more congestion. I mean, it's not user friendly for people that are trying to navigate. And then also there's like, say for example, you try to get to this Walgreens right here. Theoretically, you can't turn. You're not supposed to turn right here because the solid, you know, the double solid orange line or yellow line. So then you got to go all the way up and around again. But then you can't really a U-turn, so you got to find a spot where you can turn around at. And if you're not familiar with the area, like even Dimmick, you can't make a left-hand turn on Dimmick. Either way you can't. And like, or Dimmick's obviously a one-way coming out of there, but you can't do it the way you would want to do it. And those cars shouldn't be making that turn while the cars got the straight. So somebody's running the red light. See how that car's trying to make that left-hand turn right there? He shouldn't be making that left-hand turn if they got a green arrow. So something's not right with that. I don't know. Somebody's got to study the traffic pattern. And why is that car parked behind the transit cruiser? Does he not realize that he's... I don't know. Figure it out. Wow. When it rains, people don't know how to drive, I guess. That's what it looks like. See how much damage is on this transit bus, if any at all. Yeah, I guess he realized it was a woman. I guess she realized that that car wasn't going to move. But she was in the bus lane though, so I don't understand that. She was literally in the bus lane behind that cruiser. I don't see a lot of damage on that bus. They usually don't come out with a lot of damage. A little rear damage right there. This car's gonna attempt to make a turn. Might have to back up and do it over again or hit one of those flex posts. It's kind of a tough swing to at the wrong angle to come out like that. Let's see if this bus has any front damage. Looks like that door is cracked. Like the window on that bottom door is cracked. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. It does have some damage in the front. I'm not too sure if that was prior damage or if that's from the accident. Yeah, I think he does have some damage in the front. That lower panel of the door is cracked, if you can see it. I can get another angle where you can see what I'm talking about. It's like right.
You know what's going on?
Do I know what's going on? Look like that bus came in collision with that car over there.
Oh, yeah. Talking about going to He's like, I don't do that. It's just a joke.
It's always something.
They're okay though.
It looks like they're okay. I hope they're okay.
Since I moved to JP, there's always something by Bragdon.
Oh yeah, it's always an accident over here. You're right.
Or
Dimmick.
shootings, everything.
Yeah, I've seen a few accidents there.
They always move to such a beautiful area. I'd rather live on Mass Ave.
Oh wow.
On the street.
Uh-huh.
In an apartment.
Tell that to Mayor Wu.
You know what?
What's that?
I'm trying to take your time. I know you're you're a reporter.
Uh-huh.
I sang to the president
Uh-huh.
in 2018, to the governor, the mayor, president, and like 150 delegates. I had the president shake my hand
Mm-hmm.
and tell me, you are one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. He goes, you have such a great voice. Are you live right now?
I'm not live, but it'll be on YouTube later on.
Can I sing a little bit?
You want to sing? Go ahead,
You
sing.
sure? Don't show my face.
Don't show your face. Okay,
Well,
go
you
ahead.
can after.
Go ahead, sing.
Ready? I never knew you could be by my side. Take my hand and take a stand. We'll walk through the rain.
All right, there you go.
Didn't expect that, did you?
I wasn't expecting that at all.
You know
No.
why? Because I don't sing.
Well,
You can show my face now.
You
Are
want?
you gonna put it on?
It's gonna be on. Everything's gonna be on. I don't cut. You want to tell people who you are? Tell them who you are. Go.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Bernard, and I'm a singer trying to make it out there. I hope you enjoyed it. I made it off the top of my head due to the position we're all in. Everybody keep the faith. Everything will work out in the end. I am a living proof.
All right, there you go. Everybody has a platform. When I don't discriminate.
Well, I have like 11,000 followers
On TikTok. I have
Isn't the worst.
So you got your own TikTok channel.
I do.
What is your TikTok?
AlleyCat062.
Alley-
ALLYCAT062.
All right, I don't do a lot of TikTok, but I check it.
Here, elbow.
I check it out.
Thank you so much.
I don't do a lot of TikTok, but
And you know what? Is that really gonna go on?
it's gonna be on my YouTube channel. I
What's
guarantee.
that? Alright, we need to
It's gonna be in my External Affairs Porter YouTube channel. Definitely will be on there.
I just want to get the name of it. What time did you say?
Um,
Sometime today, right?
Sometime today, maybe 30, 40 minutes later on. It'll definitely be today.
Me singing?
Yeah, you
How
sing.
many followers do you have?
I don't know, 5,000, something like that. I don't know. It's not a lot.
So if I make it, and the officer's a witness, if I make it, it's because he let me sing an inspirational song for Boston. Okay.
Inspirational songs of Boston. All right.
Actually, it's for everyone.
For everyone. There you go.
I was a nurse for 8 years.
Cool.
I was a hospice.
Shout out to the healthcare workers.
You can't get more hope than hospice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get. I'm gonna do it like a text, but I'm not gonna text it.
Yeah.
Just to get it,
Just-
to get wet already.
Just type in External Affairs Porter on YouTube. External Affairs Porter on YouTube.
Portal.
Porter.
Portal.
P-O-
External. You know what? I'm just gonna record my voice. Don't say yours.
Uh-huh.
External. I need a new one.
You need a new one?
No, I need a new recording. I wish you had a card.
Hey, hold on. Let me get you a card. Hold on.
That would be awesome.
Let me dig out I do carry cards every once in a while.
External Affairs Porter.
You got it. Here you go. Yep, that's me.
Hey,
That's me.
maybe we can collab another day. I have so many stories about survival I can tell you.
Oh, sure. I put everything goes on my YouTube
Like,
channel.
I was abused when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And guess what? I was in Boston Ballet for 5 years.
Oh, okay.
I just remembered because of that. I did the Nutcracker lead 3 times.
All right.
So, and I said, we can talk. I'll hit you up. Are you on Messenger?
I am on Messenger, yeah. I'm on Messenger. Or you can leave a note in my comments, something like that.
Can you get back to me? It'll be Alyssa Bernard 046.
I won't guarantee I'll get back to you right away. Got a lot of stuff I get back to, but at some point I'll reach out to you, though.
What if I comment on the page when you
If you comment on the page, I'll see it. Yeah, I will see it.
Okay.
All right.
You might just want to put me out there.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yes. I don't check a lot of my I get so many people that send me messages, and sometimes it's hard. It's hard to keep track of all of it, but I'll do my best to follow and check out her TikTok and stuff like that. Take a quick peek at this damage on this vehicle over here while we're down here. I always gotta document what we see in the city. Not too bad, just a little front bumper quarter panel. That's good. Not too bad. I just want to. So they might end up. Usually, when the bus get to an accident, they end up towing the bus too, because they want to test it out at the yard to make sure everything is good to go. They gotta make sure the brakes are working, lights, everything is copacetic. God forbid if you take the bus and you drive the bus and the brakes don't work, and that could be another problem. And also they want to check the cameras, and they got to test the driver and all that. There's a lot of stuff they got to go through. So once the M.B.T.A driver gets into an accident, he's got to go through a whole stage of, even if it's not his fault, he's got to go through a whole stage of report writing, questions, all kind of stuff. So it's not good, but see a little crack at the bottom panel right there that I was talking about. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's right there. At the bottom. His car is drivable, so he didn't really need a tow, but I don't know. If your car is drivable, you don't have to tow it. Especially when the airbags haven't been deployed. Another transit cruiser just pulled up right behind the other transit cruiser. So he's got to tell that same story to 5 different people until they all get it right. The fire department didn't have too far to go. Like, soon as they pulled out, the accident was like literally like right in front of them. They probably heard the crash in front of their from their quarters. Get the supervisor with the camera, so he's gonna take pictures and all that good stuff. Snap a few pictures and get a little bit of information and document what he sees. Like I said, it's raining out. Whenever you turn, like, you must know that red line means a bus lane. So in saying that, if you're turning into that lane, make sure you have that turning arrow that allows you to turn into that lane. And also look for the bus that may be coming in that lane too, because maybe the bus driver doesn't see you and you see the bus driver. So even if you have the right of way and the bus driver keeps going, don't mean turn into that lane. Let the bus go, and you can always report them later on, but don't turn into the lane if you see a bus in that lane, like driving, you know. It is what it is. He's asking, like, he's asking who that guy is over there. They figure out who it is. I mean, like, everybody should know who I am by now. Like, I think they've seen enough of my videos to know who I am by now. But if not, they'll figure it out pretty soon. Look at the what they call it, the fusion. They got a fusion center. So, well, I'm not going to explain the fusion center. You guys should know what the fusion center does. But they have a fusion center in every major city, that I could think of. If it's not in every major city, it's tied into every major city. And they have certain people on the list, like in the fusion center. Now, you guys don't know what the fusion center is, just look it up tonight. And I'm not going to try to explain it to you because it does a lot of different things. But just look it up, it'll tell you exactly, give you an idea what they do. Gonna snap some pictures of the area. Tell them to close the door. You gotta close the door. You don't wanna how you say it, cover up the evidence. You gotta document it as is, and nothing more, nothing less.
the light. Sun goes. What happened? What happened? You came up here. Where? This door is out of here? Yeah, it's just a weird thing. Would you right here take you in there? I have no idea. You don't make any sense, right? Okay, that's what I'm saying. So I just try to extract it.
Oh.
Yeah, the
As long as you hear that.
Alright, so I'm just having fun. I'm come here. Stand right there. I'm having come here.
They tell the bus has to go to the sidewalk because he can't make it to the.
I don't know. I still don't get it. They have everything on camera. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I hear Ben, so you know, huh? Oh, that's good. Why do you not stop so You want me to open the door for you?
And this bus lane is kind of confusing, and it doesn't help when you got. Go ahead, buddy. You got it. Just be careful. It doesn't help it that it's not user friendly because no one's expecting to see a bus lane in the middle of the roadway.
Which one? That blue one?
Oh, we're talking to me or him?
No.
Oh.
Is it that blue one right there?
Why is that truck trying to go around the bus? Why is he? You got your own tow. You can tow it yourself.
Yeah, so why the fuck are they trying to fight it then?
They can't.
What the fuck is wrong with them?
You can tell them it's parked in a legal spot. As long as it's registered and insured, you don't have to have it towed.
You work for them?
I don't work for nobody. I work for myself.
Okay, so you just record shit?
I record everything I see in the city.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so he's right though. If he has a private tow on the way, as long as it's not impeding traffic and it is drivable, he can have his own tow pick it up. State law says that you can do it yourself. They cannot make you tow a car that you don't want towed. You go. Well, that could be a money grab too, but they can't force you to do it. Technically, that's stealing. If you tell them don't tow your car and they tow it anyway, and it's an illegal spot, that's called stealing. It's called larceny of a motor vehicle. That's grand theft. Actually, it's criminal charges, to be honest with you. You cannot tow someone's vehicle without their permission, unless it's blocking, it's impeding traffic, or it's unauthorized to be on the roadway. It's something different. So there's always, you got to look at the legal part of it too. Oh, but always it's good to be informed because knowledge is power. I remember there was a young lady that the police wanted to tow her car, and they were literally going to tow, and I said, tell me you don't want the car towed. It's in a legal spot, it's insured, it's registered. She said, I don't want my car towed, and the officer just walked away. It wasn't an issue after that because they cannot make you tow your car when it's illegal. See how this car's in a legal spot? It's in a legal spot. It's not blocking the roadway. Now if it's in the middle of the busway right here, you got to move that within 15-20 minutes because it's in the public roadway and it's impeding traffic. That's something totally different. Matter of fact, if you go down to I don't want to tell you guys this, but if you go down to South Station, I believe on the second floor, they have all that down there, all the regulations about towing. You ask the people all the questions you need. I'm pretty sure I called down there a few times, so I know they govern a lot of things with towing and how things could be towed and the proper way things are supposed to be towed, and what can be towed and what can't be towed. They got all and who's licensed to tow and the proper procedure of your license plates that you're supposed to have on your truck. All kind of stuff. If you sit down, and one day I might sit down and talk to the people, they want to be on video, and I'll have them, answer a lot of questions about towing and securing trucks to flatbeds and all that good stuff, and they got all the answers. Mark, you know what I'm talking about. You've been down there before. One time, Roberts. I'm not gonna say that. Let me stop. Roberts Towing. They did a lot of. I'm gonna say it because it's a fact. They did a lot of towing off of city streets, and I don't know if they still exist or not. I think they do, but Roberts Towing is known for stealing cars off of main streets and saying they were on private property. Reason why I can say that, because I parked the car myself. I was driving my own car in the South End. It was parked in the alley off of Harrison Ave about maybe 5-6 years ago, and Roberts Towing towed that vehicle, and I called down to South Station, and they straightened that out. Roberts Towing was told not to do that, or else they'd be facing serious consequences. But if they still have that practice, then Roberts Towing may lose their business license. Like, sometimes I don't like to say stuff, but if it's factual, I can say it because it's not slander if it's actual fact. Now, slander would be if it's not proof, you can't prove it, but I can prove it. Yeah, so that bus is going to be there for quite some time. And he actually moved the bus. He might be going to another call. I'm not too sure what came across that radio, but he might be going to another call somewhere else. I'm gonna pull to the side over there. Hey guys, we'll hang around for a little bit and see what they got going on out here. And it's not the first time a bus came in contact with a motor vehicle. I'm not too sure, like I said, not too sure exactly all the details behind this. I said this is kind of confusing. All right, guys, I'm gonna head up out of here, but I'm not gonna wait around for the tow, because it takes a long time for the bus to come out here and tow. But yeah, I don't think that you I don't know. You always gotta observe what you get to disco towing right here. I don't know if they're gonna tow that car or not. We'll see. But if I was him, I would say I don't want the car towed. It's in an illegal spot. You don't have to tow it if it's in an illegal spot. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you cannot. I always speak the truth. You cannot tow a vehicle that is in a safe parking space as long as it's registered and insured. Now, if it was, I seen cars that are like totally totaled. I guess he just left. But I see cars that were totally totaled in a parking spot, and as long as it's registered and insured, they would not tow it. They will. As long as you have your private tow or your AAA tow coming up to tow it, or your insurance company towing it, perfectly legal. But you gotta understand, tow companies are like bandits. Like some other states, they don't. It's not really regulated, so they come out and just try to force you to get your car towed, and just to make money off of you, and then charge you enormous storage fees and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of investigations across the country with that, so you see a lot of those investigations coming up in the future about how they prey on people that don't have knowledge and stuff like that. So you see those coming up. You know, give it some time. They're working on it. Alright guys, it's raining out here. I'm not going to get wet all day, but we'll catch you guys on the next one. Be safe out there. Just watch. Look at this guy. He's backing out to the truck. Look at this. Backing right up to the path of the truck. Wow. You can't make that stuff up, guys. I have a feeling that car might have been making a left-hand turn onto Bragdon Street over here and misjudged the turn and didn't realize the bus was going straight. That's what I'm thinking could have happened. Because this street to my left is a one-way street. So you can't be coming out of that street. And the only way you could come in contact with a bus, if it's in the bus lane, you would have to be crossing the actual bus lane. I don't think the bus came out of the lane and hit her and came back into the lane. I don't think that happened at all. I think she just misjudged the turn and didn't see the light. The bus has a particular light and the cars have a particular light. So when you see this line, I don't know if you guys can see it from where I am. Let me show you. There's a dash, looks like a vertical line, and then there's a minus, like a minus sign. So that's the bus light or the trolley light, or we call it the transit light. But that light is only for the bus driver and the operator of the trains. So, I mean, a lot of people don't notice, but I don't expect you to notice, but I have to get a different angle where you can see it now, because you're not going to see it from where I am. You know, watch out for these cars making these wide turns. Get another ambulance. I think the ambulance might be for the bus driver. This is Bragdon Street right here, by the way. Now, if you're standing where I'm standing at now, see that line? Looks like a vertical sign. That means go for the buses. That's a vertical sign for the buses. So that means the buses got the green. But they shouldn't have the green if that car's making that turn though. So see how this car's making that turn right there? He has to be doing an illegal turn if he's in the middle of the road that far, because you have the red arrow at that point. So this car that's sitting in the middle of the road, I don't know why they're that far out in the road, but they shouldn't be in the middle of the road. And I happen to know how those lights work. That light does not give you the arrow if the buses have the straightaway. I studied these lights quite a few times, and I know that arrow does not do that. So now he's stuck in the middle of the street for a little while until all those cars pass through, because now he's sitting right there in the middle of the roadway. He should be back where those cars are back there. See those cars are back there? He should be, that's where he's supposed to be, right there. But now he just ran the red light right there. Now he's got the green light. So they both got the green light, left. So they both got the green going left. And the bus has the red, which means stop. That minus with the red means stop for the buses. Now once it says green, which means green, now they get the red arrow next to it. That's how that light works. So if you're not paying attention, you won't know that. And you end up find yourself in a pickle. Don't do that. So the bus is coming straight down. And the bus drivers know that they got the green light when they're coming straight down. So this car, he stops right there. Now, if he happened to make a left-hand turn when he's not supposed to be, and the bus is coming straight away, he's going to be in the wrong. And it is confusion. It's very confusing because you're not expecting a bus to be on your left-hand side. And it happens a lot with the trolley trains as well. There's cars that make left-hand turns on Calm Ave and Beacon Street, and they're not supposed to, but they do it. Like this car right here, he just ran a red light. This Eversource truck just ran a red light. See that? That's why you don't do that. Caught in the action of running a red light. I mean, and that's dangerous because these cars are whizzing by here and you're cutting through 3 lanes of traffic, actually 4 lanes of traffic, running a red light, and you can't do that. I don't know if I caught it on camera, but that Eversource truck just ran a red light. And Eversource, I mean, be careful. You're gonna cost your company a lot of money for no reason. I mean, I wouldn't. Plus, it's raining outside, so you're really taking a double whammy, running a red light with wet conditions. I mean, you're only putting yourself in double danger. You know, just sit out here and watch how these cars operate. You see exactly how they perform. A lot of cars make this U-turn because they can't make that left on Dimmick, so they come down here and loop that U-turn to go back up to Dimmick. Some cars get a little bold and they make the left-hand turn on Dimmick. It causes a car accident. So that's why I said this bus lane really shouldn't be here, because it's just, you know, it's too much. I mean, you don't need all that. All right, guys. I don't know who designed this, but I don't know why they launched these cars in and out. See, what you're doing, you're sending cars close to the curb, and then you're sending them back out into the street, then you're sending them back into the curb and back out to the street again, which is not good, because you're causing them to do a zigzag pattern, and that's not, I mean, that's not safe, because you're I don't know if it's even legal to be doing that, causing zigzags in the road like that. Gotta talk to somebody who specializes in roads and markings and ask them like would they do that in Newton, Wellesley or something like that? Like literally put that. That was nice. He actually stopped for them in the crosswalk. Maybe because I had the camera running too. That's probably why. Usually they only do that when the camera's running. When there's no camera, they won't do that. They keep going. So a lot of times, like the camera kind of what it does, it kind of stops them from doing certain things that they normally would do. What's going on there? Like that's just times I stuck a camera out in the roadway and people slow down just because they saw me recording them. When I know normally they'll be speeding through a roadway. So that second ambulance is probably taking the or evaluating the. See, when you see these cars coming, that means you ran the light. So he's going straight now. But once you get to that point right there and those cars are still coming, because the turning point is it's kind of a wide area too. If you look at this area of the turn, and I don't know how many delay they have on it, but you get almost 100 feet you have to travel from the stoplight, which is right where that car is right there, all the way to clear that. Now, unless they got a long yellow light, it's bound to be an accident. So that yellow light gotta have at least 5 seconds on it before it switches for that to be safe. Let's see if they got a 5 second on that yellow light before we leave out of here. Just observation. So this car has the red light now. So if you're looking at this light right here, let me back up to give you the perspective. So see where this red car is to my left? Let me back up so you can see the red car. That red car has to clear that much distance. You gotta clear a lot of distance. So you got the green light now, okay? It's going through. Now once it got a pretty long yellow. It could maybe another second longer could help. You have to watch that light change one more time. He's breaking the light again. That's the same truck that same Range Rover that was doing something weird before. See how he's in the middle of the roadway? He's breaking the light. Maybe he's lost, but still you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. And you gotta understand, you're not only cutting off cars on both sides, but you're in the bus lane. So they literally stop right in the middle of the bus lane when they don't have the right of way. So now lights turning yellow, then red. Okay. Get the green. It's about a 4 seconds, maybe close to 5. So that's not too bad. So I guess it does give them enough time to complete the turn before the light changes. But I would just put another second on there or two just to be on the safe side. It can't hurt to put another second or two on there. A second or two can save a life, you know? Because that is a long intersection. I mean, I'm looking at least 100 to 150 feet you got to travel to get from this stop bar to clearing that, at least that crosswalk at Bragdon Street. Now what had happened, see how that gray car is sitting right there? That gray car is actually sitting out too far into the intersection. They should be about 10 feet back from that spot where they are right there. I mean, he's out a little too far. I mean, it is what it is, but should be back a little bit. I guess the ambulance is making a U-turn up there. I guess they're taking the bus driver, you have them checked out, get evaluated. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. There's gonna be a lot of T employees probably just taking pictures, document what took place. Somebody's gonna have to get the bus back to the station. Other than that, we're gonna catch you guys on the next one.